Welcome, welcome.
We're in our famous seats.
Yes. This is becoming
Same
a thing.
backdrop every time. Hello.
All right.
Who's with us? So we are going to talk to you guys about the starter kit today, and so I'm Lisa Blackstock, and this is
Gloria McLean.
McLean. And yeah, so we're going to tell you a little bit about our stories and how we got started with Young Living, and then we're going to go through the starter kit for you and tell you about Young Living and what makes Young Living so incredible and why we all love it. So I got started 4 years ago in February of 2014. I was really, really skeptical and stubborn, much like a lot of us are when we hear about these oils. We don't know what's so special about them. Hello, everyone. Lenore, Jessica, Marley. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, I love the hearts. It's my favorite. I am going to stay on task right now.
So we will read your comments totally, well, here and there. Even my husband's watching.
Oh.
So I got started 4 years ago, and it was a tough journey at first. I didn't open my starter kit for 2 months. I didn't open the box. It stayed in the post office box in my living room. Didn't even open it. And I basically just got my starter kit to keep my sister quiet so she would stop bugging me. So I know what skeptical is all about. I had already been on a journey of reading labels and trying to bring in better things into our home with our products and our toothpaste. Even our food and stuff like that. And so I didn't know that Young Living was so phenomenal though, but when I had allergies in the spring, I was just really itchy eyes, runny nose, miserable. And the year before I had kind of told myself that I was going to stay away from Claritin the following year. If I could do anything about it, I was going to find something else. And it's funny though, because I didn't know how powerful they were going to be. So I used lavender, and I saw pretty much immediate results, and I was blown away. And so that's what kind of got me to go, oh, what are these other ones going to do if that one was so amazing? And with my husband, I have 3 kids and a husband on graveyards, and he's still on graveyards, not for long, but so we were using the oils for him. Previously, a couple years before finding Young Living, he had been hospitalized for 5 days with herniated discs, really bad back pain. And it was flaring up every month. He would miss a day or 2 or even 3 days of work. He would blow his back out, and it was really hurting us financially. So the oils, we were starting to use oils on his back and seeing really, really big results with that. And as well, to get him into a deeper sleep when he was sleeping for 3-4 hours, he was noticing just huge, better sleeps, better moods, and calming my kids down. And of course, with 3 kids, you have so many sicknesses coming in and out of the house, and it's just around in circles, right? And you're trying not to catch it from them. So we were seeing also good things from that. Just sore throats were disappearing, and it was just, we were blown away. So it took about 8 months for us to realize that these oils in the starter kit were you couldn't live without them. And I just started telling everyone I knew about them, because why wouldn't you want to know, right? If something works this good, you want to tell everybody. And I just would feel really awful if I didn't tell someone about them. If they were struggling with stress or sleep or whatever it was, and you had an answer, you just have to tell them. So that's kind of why we're here and why we love them so much, is just because they work so well. And it really only takes them being in your home a couple weeks if you actually open the box and you just start dabbling and figuring them out, you will realize how powerful they are. So that's a little bit about my story and why we're sitting here and why we're yakking at you guys. So this is the starter kit. I'm going to pass it to Glow, because this is our little speaking baton.
I know. I feel like when I hold it, I'm in my safe place. Hi, everybody. Hi. It's so nice to see so many faces hopping on. Okay, so my story, it's funny because I started off a little skeptical too. I was more skeptical on the network marketing side of things. I had my walls up. I was like, oh, I don't want to get involved in one of those things. So Lisa and I worked together, and she would invite me to things, and give me things and recommend things and talk about how much she loved the oils and how much she loved the opportunity. And I would be like, oh, that's great, but no thank you. I can't make it tonight. I'm busy braiding my cat's hair. So all the excuses. My only regret is that I didn't start sooner and that I was in my own way.
Always.
But at the time I was living with an autoimmune disease, and I got it when I was 22 years old, and so I lived with chronic everyday pain, which meant a lot of really heavy medications. I was able to get myself off of the medications and onto Advil, but I was taking probably 8 extra strength Advil a day just to get through the day. And I thought that was better than taking the Percocets and the other pain medications that they had me on. But it actually ended up leading me to being hospitalized in July 2016. So I kind of hit my rock bottom before I finally said yes to getting the starter kit. But it's one of the best things that ever happened to me, because it absolutely has changed my life, this kit. There were days where I would come home from work and I would literally just lay on the couch. I had nothing to give my family ever, because just everyday stuff took all my energy. And there were nights where my husband would have to like carry me to the bathtub. Like, if you know anyone living with chronic pain, I'm telling you that there is hope and that there is an answer. And don't be stubborn like me, because I should have started the first minute my friend told me she had something that would help me, because your friends love you and there's a reason why they're trying to tell you about this. And it wasn't just like I put one oil on and I was healed. It took a few months, I would say about 3 months of using them. And like you said, they just kind of creep into your everyday life. And all of a sudden, like, I just wasn't reaching for other things that I used to reach for, and I was reaching for these, and I was just blown away with how fast they would work. At the beginning, I kind of thought it had to be like a coincidence that I was feeling better. Like, it couldn't be the oil. It had to be that I had enough water that day. Like, it couldn't be that this oil worked that fast. But they do, and they're amazing. If you use them, if you let them sit in a box and you don't use them, they're not that magical that they'll work. You have to use them. And luckily with this community, you get so much support. So I had no idea anything about essential oils, and now I share about them. So I feel like there's hope for everybody. And yeah, about 3 months into my journey, I remember being with my family in the car, and I just was reaching in my bag for something, and I pulled out this big bottle of Advil. And I remember looking at the bottle thinking, like, I haven't even thought about taking this Advil.
Yep.
My pain is gone. And that was the first moment of like, I have to share these oils with every single person that will listen to me, because I feel like everybody that I know or talk to is either affected by or know someone who's dealing with everyday pain. And you don't have to live like that. Like, I can tell you that at 34 years old, almost, I feel better than I did at 23. So this kit is magical. And that's why I share. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Young Living. Young Living is a 25-year-old company now. And what makes Young Living so different is our seed to seal guarantee, and really the authenticity that the company has. And you can go to any of the farms and go see the whole process. I'm going to be actually going to, a whole bunch of us are going to be going to spring planting in April. And we get to go help out and help plant and see, you know, the oils passing through and everything. So this company, like, there's no pesticides or fertilizers in the soil. We are like beyond huge standards. We have, if the constituents aren't there that they're looking for, they won't bottle it. So a lot of the time we'll even go out of stock in something just because it doesn't meet our standards. So you know what you're getting, and you can travel across the world to all of our farms and just they'll welcome you in with open arms. So I just think that's one of the best parts about this company is just the realness to it. We have an amazing founder, Gary Young, who started the whole thing, and it's a great story. I won't go into too much detail about that, but But just know that this company just has such heart, and I just love that it has a story behind it, and that you can actually trust this company with your whole family and your whole heart. And I just, I used to go to the store and grab like a bottle of toothpaste and, find out a few months later after using it that it had all these ingredients I had no idea, and it was supposed to be something organic or real. Like, you're supposed to be able to trust that company. Turns out you can't. So I just love being able to trust Young Living and know that every ingredient that's in there is on the label, and you can find out whatever you need to about every ingredient. So
yes.
Anyway, that's just my little thing, is just knowing that you can let your guard down.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing that I love too, is that they've been doing it for 25 years was for me kind of what really sold it, because they're not just hopping on a fad. Like, there's so many places now that are hopping on essential oils that are cutting corners. And I just love that they're like the hipsters of essential oils. They've been doing it since before it was cool. So, yeah.
So that's Young Living in a little peanut. And this is the starter kit. So the starter kit is $1.99. I don't have my diffuser out, Chloe.
Oh no, that's okay.
It comes with a diffuser.
See, anyone can do this, guys.
I knew there was something I was forgetting. So it comes with a diffuser, and it comes with 11 oils for $1.99. And we do have a little surprise at the end of this, and I'll tell you about that later. But best value you will find with Young Living. It's actually one of the only items that is half off. So retail value is way over $400. So we'll show you the value and why it's so amazing.
Yeah. I actually always start people with the kit. I refuse to sell a single oil, because personally for me, I don't think one oil is going to change your life. It won't. You need the kit, because half of these oils, more than half, I would have never tried them, being who I was and how stubborn I was. And like, one oil wouldn't have healed me and fixed me and got me off of using toxic products. And
yeah. So
you need the kit.
Just trust us on this. You don't know how much you need them till you have them.
Right. And these are the ones that you never want to run out of. Dun, 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 dun.
Are they pretty?
I still get excited. Awesome. All right.
You dig in.
Okay. If you have your kit, smell along, because smelling essential oils is actually one of the best ways to get it into your body, because it's in your limbic system in like 20 seconds,
yes,
affecting like all the good things. We need smell-o-vision. This is Copaiba. Oh.
Not right.
So this oil is a magnifying oil. So if you put it on top of any other oil, it's going to magnify the properties of it. You can even use it for a teething baby, but it packs a powerhouse of a punch for pain. It's like nature's natural anti-inflammatory.
Amazing.
So put it right on wherever you're feeling like you're
achy, yeah, any kind of joints, even headaches, or like if your neck is sore, anything like that. Yes. Also, yeah, layered on top of another one. I think you just said that, but.
And you know what else? Ladies, this helps your eyelashes grow. They'll drop in your mascara. You're welcome.
Or lavender too is a good one for that. I don't know what I was else going to say about that. It's okay. Couldn't have been that.
There's like a million ways to use each of these oils, so we're just going to touch on a couple things, but...
Yeah, there are apps and reference guides that you can grab, and you will learn all the things, but we're just going to quickly touch on them so that we don't hold you up for your whole night. So this is Digize. Did I do it?
Oh.
Still blurry, it's okay. So trust me, this is Digize, and it's not like the best smelling oil out of all of them. I didn't like it at first, but now I love it. But it works so good. So what this is for is anything digestion related. So if you have any digestive discomfort, lower, up here, burning, anything, it's gonna work. You just put it on the area that's bugging you, and it's like one of the best, the quickest working oils.
This is one of the fastest working oils, I would say.
Yeah.
Too.
So if like even for my kids, like when they're car sick, I'll just rub some on their stomach and they're good to go. So before I was using Gravol, and so now I just put this in my purse and rub it on their tummies on long drives. For me, like I was having gallbladder pains, indigestion, all the digestion things. So
or if
good.
you just like eat too much and your stomach hurts.
Yes. Yes.
That
never
helps with
do
that,
that.
too. No, I've never done it. But
No.
if you've done it,
It
will work.
so good. This is actually one oil in the kit too. They've done studies on all the oils in the kit. This is the one oil that wakes up every region of your brain when you inhale it. So that's pretty cool. So if you're studying for a test or you're on a long drive,
Yes.
or you need to get on a Facebook Live, you need to breathe. That's why I was breathing that in so much.
Yeah. We are going to get focused. It smells really bad, but it works. So, but that's one of the
It's
other
like the
things.
Pepto of oils.
Right. It's like, that just goes to show, though, that, not all oils are meant to smell pretty. There's no fragrance added. They're meant to work. And that's what you want.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point too, is why don't you buy at the health food store? Why would you rather buy from Young Living? Like we said earlier, we have the seed to seal guarantee. So when you go and grab from the health food store or any other store, you don't know what you're getting. So they even sell them at Costco now. So everyone, like we say, is jumping on the bandwagon.
Don't buy your oils from Costco.
No,
Mm-mm.
bad for you. So
Those aren't
They
essential oils.
they can put like fillers, diluted synthetics in there just to make it smell right, but there is probably not very much therapeutic value to that, and you are probably going to need 8 to 10 drops instead of just one. So really, and you're bringing in all those chemicals into your cells instead of doing the right things, which you're trying to do. So
Yes. And I even heard another fact, because some people will say, well, there's organic farms. We know that. And then where they just put the pure stuff in. If that peppermint has a season of rain when it's supposed to have sun and it doesn't match a therapeutic constituent, they're still going to bottle that up and sell it to you as a pure organic oil. But it's not going to give you the same
right, it's not gonna be
therapeutic
as
value.
effective. Yeah.
So Young Living makes sure that it's always like in between that where it needs to be.
The consistency is there.
They do the work. They keep it easy for us. Peppermint. Okay, this has been like, I can't get the zoom today. There we go. This is my favorite
You see
oil.
her nail jobs?
Oh, I have a 5-year-old. These peppermint has been my savior throughout my pregnancy, like for all things heartburn, tummy aches,
Yes.
nausea, even just breathing it in.
It smells so good. Candy canes in a bottle.
Candy canes, Christmas.
Oh, and it is good for long drives. We smell this one often when we're feeling tired and just groggy or.
Oh, when we went on our road trip, we were
Yes.
both like, we hit like a slump where we were so tired and we just rubbed it on our ears. And
Back
like
of your neck.
10 minutes later, I was like, I'm awake. Are you awake?
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's also great for fevers too. I was using it on my 4-year-old when he was 4, and he was out like so hot. And typically you would run for your Tylenol, which we had already thrown out. So it was getting to the point where it was kind of scary. And we just diluted. With kids, you really want to dilute. You want to go low and slow, so on the bottoms of your feet, and you want to dilute with coconut oil or carrier oil, olive oil. So I rubbed that up and down his spine and on his tummy, and within 10 minutes, his fever was broken, and he was running around from like not even answering me to running around. So that was amazing. So it's really great for lowering body temperatures if you have even hot flashes.
Oh, yeah, spray bottle.
Or in the summertime when you're laying in the sun, you get really hot. It's a good tip.
And spiders and mice hate peppermint. Fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't like spiders, so I'm diffusing peppermint all day. Lavender.
So what she's gonna share this time.
I keep hoarding them. I
just puts
do
the lid
that.
back
Even
on
in
and
my
then I never
classes,
smell
you
them.
guys. Sometimes I have to like remind myself to pass it. They smell so good though.
Lavender is the Swiss Army knife of essential oils, so you can use this for all the things.
All the things.
It's okay. So calming, grounding, just anxiety right before bed for your kids on their pillow,
On their wrists, so when they sleep.
Yeah, it's so good.
I have oils on.
Oh yeah,
Distraction.
Careful, we go down rabbit holes. So this is great for skin cuts,
This
burns.
is the oil that made me want all the things. I know.
It is. It's like the beginner oil of.
I know. It's like the best. So for me, this oil, if this was my only testimony, like was just this one oil, This cleared up my acne, and I can tell you that I was on Accutane as a kid. I was on steroids, birth control, like all the things, which nothing worked. Proactive, sometimes it would work, and then it would come back with a vengeance. And probably why my immune system got shot was because I was on so many freaking medications for that. All the chemicals. Shudder. My kids will never have to go through that though, which is amazing. So lavender just straight onto my skin, like healed my acne in like 2 days. It was crazy.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. Like I wish I would have had this when I was 15 years old. And I wish I knew that putting chemicals in your body and on your body is bad, but I didn't. We lived in a bleach household and like
I know, we all did though. We didn't know
don't
any
use
better.
those things.
If it worked, you used it, right? That was like the 80s when you used gas to get paint off your hands. Right? That's what we did. That's what your parents did. Now we know better.
Yes. I will say too, like for me, people will always ask like, so what did you do to feel better? What helped you to get your pain gone? And I will tell you, stop putting toxic products on your body. Stop bringing them in your home.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's innocent to clean with it. You think it's innocent to clean your counter with Lysol wipes, but it's not. It's going in your system and it's making you really, really sick. So I think the biggest thing is like lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're worth not buying those products. Your health is worth it. Don't do it.
And we are voting with our dollar. So
Yeah, if we quit buying the toxic stuff, they quit making it. Lemon. Who loves lemon?
amazing.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so this is really good.
I say they're all my favorite, but this one is my favorite.
Lemon is the bomb. So this is great for a happy smell if you are feeling down in the dumps because our winter was so long. It's great for cleaning. It gets rid of sticky stuff, gum out of hair,
Yeah.
Sharpie marker off of couches, you know, all the kid things.
Yeah, my daughter drew with Sharpie like all over our dressers because she said it was boring looking and she wanted to make it fancy. Yes, and Lemon took everything off, so that was amazing.
Also, this one is very high. It has a very high pH, so it's very alkalizing for your body, which is great. So when you actually squeeze a lemon, it is very acidic. The inside juices are very acidic on your teeth. And no, that's not good for you. And your dentist will tell you not to do that. And a lot of people drink out of a straw to avoid it. But what you need to do is try this because this actually does not affect your enamel. We have plus oils as well. This is not a plus oil, but same exact oils in a plus oil. And you
Just has a different label.
Use as food flavoring and put into your water. So if you do decide to and you do your research and you feel comfortable, just start with a drop or two and just go slow because what it's going to do is detoxify your body. And yeah, so if you do feel a little bit queasy or lightheaded, that's just detox. And just go slow. More water, less oils.
I don't like to drink my water plain now.
No, neither do I.
Just never drink out of plastic because citrus, did you say that? Oh, citrus pulls the toxins out just like it's pulling it out of your body. It's going to pull it out of the plastic and then you're drinking that and
Not good.
no bueno. Also, we went and saw Corey Deacon speak. He's a neurologist and he is coming to the Seminar Rally on April 7th.
Who's going?
So I really hope you guys are coming.
Who's going to rally?
Seriously, his presentation like changed my husband's mind on what he once called wizard tears. He actually like saw the science behind it. He's green, so he needs to know the facts. And it was mind-blowing. But he said smelling lemon in your brain makes a little happy pathway. Just smelling it. Not even putting it on your body, just inhaling it. And after 66 days, that pathway becomes permanent. So if we can help people to like feel happier just by smelling lemon oil, like why would we not share this with the world?
Amazing.
Right?
I love it. Yay, I'm glad you're all going. Yay!
Yay! Dun, 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 dun.
We're going to have so much fun.
I'm so excited. A little cut back here. So, if you put lemon, lavender, and peppermint together,
It is the best combo.
that is nature's natural antihistamine. And it's the best.
On the back of your neck is like the best. I would put it in a roller blend. So when I got smart about my allergies in the spring, I've had like a roller blend in my purse and one in the house. And I would just roll it on every time the symptoms came up. So, boom. Or, oh, is that mine?
No, but you can have
Oh,
some.
okay.
I share.
Yes, lemon in it. So yeah, so that's a really great allergy blend.
Yes. And you said you don't even get your allergies anymore.
No, I don't. So I had allergies for like 10 years-ish, and I didn't know where they came from or why I was getting hay fever. And finally, Young Living came along using the oils, and then of course removing toxins, because as you go along, you realize how toxic all of our products are in our everyday life, our toothpaste or shampoo, and you remove all of those for Young Living products. And after 3 years of using Young Living, I didn't get any allergies last spring. And I was waiting for it. I had my roller blends ready in all the areas, and I didn't need to use it at all, which blew my ever-loving mind. So,
I don't reach for pain oils anymore either.
you just never know what's going to happen when you remove those toxins and how your body is going to heal itself. So it's pretty stinking cool.
I will tell everybody, like, one thing that you need to do tonight is download the Think Dirty app. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And just plug in a couple things that are in your bathroom, maybe, or like under your sink, and just let them tell you.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. I was disgusted. I actually did like one of the.
Yeah, goodbye.
Okay.
Even like the Live Clean brand, that's what I was blown away about. Sorry to throw that out there if anyone's using it, but if you go and scan the Live Clean, it's like a 9 on the scale of carcinogen and hormone mimickers. It's bad, and it says 98% plant-based, and I trusted that label. So mad. But you can't trust the labels out there. You can't trust plant-based. You can't trust all natural or organic. They still have crappy ingredients in there. Makes me mad. Don't get me started. So anyway.
That was mine too, was I had the Live Clean baby brand, and it was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Or like a 9 out
Or
of 10.
Johnson's baby
For
stuff.
reproductive toxicity, and I was like, oh.
Gets us all angry.
Just messing with
Okay.
Okay. I'll be okay. Just to answer a quick question. So when you're making the allergy blend, it really depends on each person. We all have a different like level of tolerance.
I did this like 10 of each drop. 10 drops of each, and then the rest was in a 10 ml bottle of roller bottle.
Yeah.
Or even just
Pinterest is amazing. You
use
can
an
look
old
up
one of
any
these
recipe
that are empty and just do 10 drops of each and fill the rest with carrier oil, like a olive oil or whatever, grapeseed oil.
Mm-hmm.
So Panaway. This is an amazing blend of oils. They're all amazing, but
No, I'm like, this one's my favorite.
this is amazing. And this is great for anything achy, joints, muscles, if you work out too hard. I was going to say,
I don't have that
I haven't
problem.
done that in a while. Like yesterday, my neck was so sore. I slept wrong and it was stiff. I could barely turn it. And now I'm like, I'm fine. So I was using this with Copaiba, which I'll talk in a moment about. And it just helps the tension, muscle pain, joint pain, helped my husband's back. This was one of the biggest ones that really helped him. So
This one is my favorite in a bath. If you haven't had a bath with Panaway yet, you need to do it. Do yourself a favor, do it tonight if you have your kit. If you don't have a kit, you need to get a kit. I've already told you that. But this, like 3 drops of this with Epsom salt, and just like, always with Epsom salt, otherwise the oils just float on the top. They don't really disperse. So when you put it with something, it floats all throughout the water. So that like 3 drops of that and a drop or 2 of lavender. Don't make plans after that bath, people. Make plans with your Netflix and your sweatpants.
And it smells like root beer. So if you're wondering what it smells like root beer and kind of like, well, some people say A535, but
I
don't
smell
like
root
that.
beer. Like a root beer popsicle.
Yeah, wintergreen kind of smell. So good. Next, let's go through these. Okay, RC. This one stands for respiratory care. Can you see that?
Can you see it?
Can you see that? Can you see it?
Can you? Huh?
And it's a blend of like 3 different eucalyptuses in there, so it just helps open up your airways anytime you're congested. Yeah, like if we have like smoky air in the summertime, I'll diffuse this. If you have anyone in your house that snores, it is amazing for that. So we kind of like to call it the marriage saver. Because people that are snoring, you can just rub it on their throat or put it in the diffuser. It's amazing.
That was my first like aha moment
yeah,
with Danny, because I used to, she gets these crazy allergies, and it's like she's so phlegmy and can't breathe and has asthma on top of everything, so that's wonderful. And usually we would give her like her inhaler and give her like Benadryl or cough and cold medicine so everything would clear up and she would sleep through the night. But I messaged Lisa when I had my kit because I didn't know what to do with my kit yet. I was like, okay, I have this kit. What can I use for Danny? And she told me RC with coconut oil on the chest and on the back and on the bottoms of her feet, and just a little drop in the hand from kind of far away, and let her breathe it in and out. And this is gross, but about 2 minutes later, she had this huge sneeze, and these 2 like oysters came out of her, and then she like coughed up another piece of phlegm, and I was like left with this handful of grossness. But I was like, cool, because she's like this big, my daughter, if you've met her. And what came out of her, like that was my first like, wow, if I would have given her like traditional medicine, nothing would have came out. It would have just been suppressed in her little body, and this was the first time like it actually pulled it out. So
yeah,
that was like my, oils are amazing. Like they actually heal. Yeah. So if you're watching from the States right now, the kit is pretty much the same. The only difference is instead of RC, you're going to get Raven, and Raven does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you just apply it the same, put it in the diffuser, put it on your throat. It also helps open up your airways. I use those interchangeably on my shelf, like I have a shelf of all the oils.
Raven and RC I use the same.
If I've run out of Raven or vice versa, I'll just use the other one. So they're really interchangeable, which is really cool.
Purification. I don't know why I sang that.
All right, so purification is like the anti-stink. So if you have ever used Febreze, this replaces that. And I use it on my son's hockey gear. Oh my gosh, there's so many reasons to use purification.
All the bad smells.
Yeah.
Anything stinky.
Like garbage pails, diaper pails.
Pets.
You're going to be needing that. And
husbands.
yeah.
Love you, babe.
Stinky laundry. Like if you leave your laundry too long in the washing machine, you can just pull it all out, put a few drops on a sock and throw it in the dryer, and you don't need to rewash it. So that's pretty cool. It saves you time and money. And as well, like if my kids will wake up in the morning, sometimes they'll come crying to me, I can't go to school, my throat hurts. And I will put this on their glands, and by the time I get my butt downstairs and I ask them how they're feeling, 10 minutes later, their throat is feeling better. So yeah, just on the throat glands. And in the beginning, I did dilute that on them because
always start with diluting with kids.
Especially when they're new to the oils. Too.
Yeah. And just to test for you guys, I left my laundry in the washing machine for 3 days one time. Just for you. To see if it actually worked. And it did. I didn't have to rewash the load. It came out smelling amazing. So just kidding. I leave my laundry all the time. So if you're from the States, instead of purification, you get a Citrus Fresh. Same. Works amazing with laundry. It's great to make a room spray with.
Yeah. It's so refreshing. And if you don't have Citrus Fresh yet, get some. It's so
Get some on your linens.
Oh, it smells so good, especially in the diffuser. Frankincense.
Frank.
Who loves frankincense? This is... Oh, I can't ever get it. Okay, anyway. So this is great for skin. Anything skin related. Wrinkles, sunspots, age spots. It's just really, really healing. Even if you have a skin tag or warts, it'll get rid of all of the abnormalities.
Yeah, it knows what doesn't belong in or on your body, and it removes it.
And it just smells so freaking good.
Yes.
It actually increases the oxygen level in your brains by 15% for all you green personalities out there.
I know, it puts oxygen into your cells. Did you know that disease can't live in
oxygenated cells?
That's the one. I put it on the bottom of our feet every night just because.
Yep. Frank is like your health insurance.
Quit hoarding it.
Okay.
Frank is one that you can't run out of.
Smart's
I love
here.
me some Frank. I'm loving all the comments. Okay, we're moving on from Frank. I'm
We get
putting
all
him away.
sidetracked by the
right now.
comments. Sorry, we're like, oh, are you enjoying this? So thieves oil. Girl gets to talk about thieves. I'll just hold it.
Okay. So Thieves was named after a group of thieves that were robbing the dead and the dying during the Black Plague. They were going in and getting away with without contracting the illness. And so the king had heard of this, and he said, "Catch these men, bring them to me. I want to know what their secret is." And eventually they were caught, and the king said, "I'll give you your life if you tell me your secret." And they were spice trade merchants. So they would dip their scarves in a blend, and that blend is in a museum in France. And so Gary Young actually formulated this off of that blend that is in that museum. So it's all the best antis, like antimicrobial, antifungal, antiparasitic, antiviral.
It's so good. It's
It's
powerful.
amazing.
So if you're just feeling run down, or it's the time of year where sicknesses are running through the school, putting it on the bottoms of your feet is a really good place for this baby. Your feet are really absorbent, and it gets all of the Vitaflex points in your body. So, or just diffusing it kills all the airborne bacteria. And I'm just gonna tell you what I do, but you don't have to do this. But I sometimes will take a lick of this if I feel that sore throat feeling coming on.
I've done that.
So if you do your research and you feel, that's what I do. So yeah, and
That's what I do.
it gets rid of my sore throat. Or you can just put it on the outside of your throat if you don't like that idea. So
Dilute that one though. It's a hot.
yeah, it's like cinnamon hearts.
Yeah.
Really-
It's like cinnamon hearts. You're
Um,
making me hungry.
sorry. Okay.
So Thieves is so powerful and packs such a huge punch that Young Living made like an entire cleaning line. They've got toothpaste. Thieves is my other love affair because for me, like, this bottle came. Okay, so this little bottle here came and it was like $26, I think. And I was like, I just paid $26 for one bottle of cleaner. Like, that's crazy. I'm a mom. I don't spend that kind of money. But let me tell you, frugal people hopping on and watching, that one capful makes an entire spray bottle.
Like a huge spray.
And that spray bottle cleans every surface in your house. So literally from all those bright, ugly plastic bottles under your sink to one bottle under your sink. So A, the environment is happier.
Yes.
B, your kids can help you clean. C, you're not, like, you don't have to
breathing
open all
in,
the
like,
windows.
things that are helping your immune system instead of killing your immune system and hurting your body. It's
Yes.
like crazy good. Yeah, like your sinks, your countertops, your floors, your windows, even your oven, like heavy duty, crazy, greasy oven. It's so effective. And I just, like, it smells
And
good.
it smells so good. And if my kid gets under the sink and drinks this, they'll be like, great, your immune system will be super good for a few months. Right? I mean,
So funny. And so yeah, so they have even like Thieves toothpaste, which I don't know about you, but this was one of the things that I really wanted to get rid of in my life because of fluoride. I was starting to learn a lot about fluoride. Some people love fluoride. If you read up on it, I don't love fluoride. So this doesn't have that in there. It has xylitol in there instead. And we have a whole bunch of awesome hygienists on our team that just rave about this stuff because xylitol is really good for your teeth and it's a great replacement for fluoride. So what it does, well, I won't get into the science of it, but my teeth have never felt better. And I used to use Sensodyne and I was still had really sensitive teeth, and I would go to the dentist and my pain level when they were picking at my teeth was like crazy. And now after 3 years of using this, like, I don't have any pain when I go to the dentist, and I don't barely have any plaque buildup. And it's like a year and a half sometimes when I go to the dentist, or a year and a half. Yeah, crazy good. And my kids love it too. I also use it for deodorant. So
toothpicks.
yes, and it is amazing for deodorant.
It works
I
though.
know,
Like,
we sound crazy, but they are so.
I have tried so many natural deodorants because one thing that I did know before was how bad deodorant was. Like, we store toxins in our fat and it doesn't release. So when you're putting like a toxic here and it's storing
And
there,
it's
we get
absorbing
breast
it, yeah.
cancer.
Mhm.
So don't use that garbage under your armpits. But every other natural deodorant I tried would just make me almost smell worse. Like, it never worked.
Yeah, or for a couple hours.
This toothpaste works like amazing, and it's not sticky like you think it would be.
Yeah, it just absorbs in. So
Yeah.
awesome.
And then the laundry soap. This little bottle lasts forever. Like, I'm telling you, it takes 1 teaspoon to do an entire load. It's crazy. It's amazing.
This bottle lasts my family like 6 months.
Yeah.
Like 5-6 months, a family of 5. So literally a teaspoon, and you don't even believe it until you try it. You're like, what? My clothes are coming out clean. They smell good.
And my husband's clothes, he's an electrician. He comes home like in layers of dirty clothes. And 1 teaspoon gets his load of laundry clean, like so clean. We don't need the big plastic jug that is 90% water and the rest garbage.
This is very concentrated, so all their stuff is very concentrated and effective.
Yes.
So now we're going to move on to the next level of the starter kit.
But
we're almost done.
There's more. Awesome. Dun, 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 dun.
So if you don't know yet, there is a second level to the starter kit. Some people get their starter kit and they don't even know that that is there. So maybe that's a surprise to you. So we have a whole bunch of things in here at the bottom.
Oh gosh.
Northern Lights Black Spruce. This is actually, maybe, I don't know, Franken. This one is Tyne, but it is so good. So this is Northern Lights Black Spruce. It's our only farm in BC, in Canada. And it is great for grounding and just calming you down. I just love it for like crazy days when my kids are driving me nuts or they're going crazy, and just calms them down. It's also good, really good at bedtime, mixed with lavender in your diffuser, just to help you get to sleep and you just get into a deeper sleep.
Yes,
Would
sleep for sleep. My story's a little funnier. So, women, be warned that this actually helps build testosterone levels in men. So if you make them a beard oil, they may just be chasing you around the house, and then like you may there should be a warning label. No, it does help build men's testosterone, and it smells like a forest. This is my favorite one to diffuse.
I love it. And my husband uses that now instead of cologne, so that's another chemical kit. So love it. And it smells so good on men.
So if you are watching from the States, you are going to get a Stress Away instead of a Northern Lights Black Spruce, which is still amazing, still great for sleep. Putting it on the bottom of your big toe, which sounds super weird. I know, I thought, how the heck is that going to help me sleep? But it does. You have a vein that goes from your big toe to your brain. So put it on your big toe and have the best sleep of your life, and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Stress Away. It smells like vanilla. It's kind of like Mexico in a bottle. Oh yeah, I do. So that is the 11 oils, and then you also get a Thieves hand sanitizer. So there's so many Thieves products, just like we say, because they're so effective. So you just need a tiny little drop, and I bring this everywhere, like Vegas. I give it to my kids in their backpacks. I really don't like using the hand soaps in the bathroom anymore, so I take that everywhere with me. And it's great because it's not using any antibacterials, which makes us resistant to antibiotics when we actually need them. So this just uses Thieves oil.
And this doesn't make my hands bleed. Like, I used to get
dry
cracking hands, but now they don't get like that through the winter, which is amazing.
Yes.
Love it.
Love it. Then you also get a little roller filament you can put on any of your oils. Just anything that you don't want to drop on and rub in, you can just use this, like Digize or something, or Panaway. Oh, I just dropped it. Okay, go for it.
We're going? We're doing it.
Doing it.
Ningxia.
Bum, bum, bum.
I feel like there should be like, Ningxia has a special place in my heart. I think that everyone needs to order this because we all need it. For me, it's helped get rid of my dizzy spells. I have friends who had endometriosis pain that no longer have it, and vertigo that they no longer have. If you suffer with like anemia or anything like that, like, get this in your body. It just supports every single system in your body.
I found I was also getting like less sugar cravings too, because it levels out your blood sugars. So even for diabetics, it just helps balance you out. And I was getting a lot of heart palpitations because I was so anemic after having 3 kids and nursing and all the things. And just extreme exhaustion, needing a nap at like 2 o'clock And so drinking that every day for about 3 weeks a month, I noticed a huge difference in my energy levels, and even my mood swings were not as bad. Well, you're a mom, so it's like,
Yes.
But yeah, so super
You're
amazing.
a mom, so it's like, rah! That's my favorite. Sorry.
But I just feel like I need to say that, like, this is like priority on my order every single month.
Every month.
Like,
I won't be without it.
I give this to my whole family now. So, but yeah, this is actually makes up 40% of Young Living sales because it's so incredible. So if that says anything about Ningxia Red, I don't know what does, but it's powerful.
And it tastes really good. Like,
Really
it's
good.
yummy. And for me, like, I'm not great at always, like, taking supplements, but I always remember to take my Ningxia. It's, like, something that is easy.
Because you want to take it.
Yeah, because it's so good. Pregnant, I'm not going to lie, I probably do about, like, triple what I should.
Oh yeah,
My
you only
body
need
needs
an
it.
ounce or two. So this is 2 ounces. So this is what I drink, 1 or 2 of these a day. And you can also get them in the bottles when you get like super into it.
When you're obsessed.
When you're like,
we
oh my god,
are.
these are really making a difference. So
Yeah.
so yeah, I get 4 bottles of those every month for my family, and so good.
One
So
shot a
that,
day.
oh yeah, and then you get these. These are amazing because you are going to be talking about all your oils and how amazing they are. And these are your little sharing bottles, so you can be a friend and help somebody learn how amazing Young Living is. And also, at first I was using them and putting them in my purse. And then someone had a headache, and I was like, okay, fine, you can have my little sample of peppermint. And then it just, people fall in love, and it happens. It happens. And you'll be a raving lunatic like us.
Yeah. Like I said at the beginning, so my walls were up because it was network marketing. And that's what made me like a little bit more stubborn. But it's one of these things that it changes your life. And so you have to tell people, like it's something that you can't keep to yourself. And so if you share this kit with 3 of your closest friends, family, because you're going to want your sister to feel amazing, or your mom, or whoever is close in your circle. So 3 equals free. So if you share 3 kits, you get your kit paid for, just for sharing the love.
Yeah, or even if you just share with one person, they're going to send you a $67 paycheck the following month. So there's never any pressure. We just want you to know that that is there because you are going to be talking about it anyway. So just so you know that when you get that check, you actually deserve it. So
It's the best referral company ever.
It is. It's the best referral program. So there's that. And then there's also the Essential Rewards loyalty program. So yay, Essential Rewards. Who loves Essential Rewards? It's the best.
It's the best.
So what Young Living does is when you are ordering every month, what they do is they give you 10% back in a credit. And that adds up on your account. They also give you a free oil. So this month it is Jade Lemon, right? Yes, and I don't know, I do 300 PV, so I get it all.
No, me too. I'm like, I can't keep my order down.
And so, yeah, so every month you get a free oil at 100 PV, and then after 3 months, they're going to send you a free diffuser, and then you bump up to 20% back. So
Yes.
they just love on people that are loyal to them. So it makes so much sense. And for me, I was hesitant to be on Essential Rewards, honestly, but I realized that my husband wasn't staying home from work anymore with his back pain, and my kids, they weren't staying home from school sick anymore. So that was like a game changer for me because I was bringing in healthier products. I was removing chemicals. My family was healthier. And I was like, okay, well, that's my Essential Rewards order right there. And I want these things in my house. So it just made so much sense to be on Essential Rewards.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is you're not spending extra money every month. Like, it's not like your budget has to change. You're just shifting what you're already spending onto much healthier products, and you're buying from your own store. Like you said, getting that percentage back is huge. I get so many free things. And I just, like, I know for me, like, Visa gives you 1% cash back on your purchases, and, like, Costco is, like, pay money to spend at my store.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't get much more simple than putting the kids to bed at night and doing all my ordering for my toothpaste, laundry soap, dish soap, my supplements, my makeup, my baby products. Like, I just lay in bed and I put it all on there. I get a bunch of free stuff. I don't have to drag my kids from store to store reading labels, wasting my whole Saturday.
I want a toy.
Like, Right, and then you gotta throw in all the extra things because you have your kids with you and they're bored because you're reading labels. Like online shopping, and I was never an online shopper, so if I can figure it out, again, I feel like anybody can. It's like the easiest. And yeah, our time is valuable, so I would much rather do it with the click of a button. And
I love it. It's the best. So that's a little bit about all of the things. What else did we want to talk about?
And then also, if you're from the States, you're going to be getting a Thieves Cleaner sample in your kit as well.
Oh yeah,
which is super cool.
So awesome. So it's like a sample of this guy that you just dilute, put it in a bottle, spray your whole house, fall in love.
Boom.
So we talked about 3 equals free and the starter kit's $1.99. And oh yeah, we forgot to say we're not here to treat, diagnose, or cure anything.
Right.
Just
do your
so you
own
know.
research and make your own decisions that are best for you and your family. We are not doctors. Don't Google things because Google will tell you.
Get rid of these. These are amazing. So this is a desk reference. It'll tell you all the things you need to know.
All the things.
Or download an app by Abundant Health and you can look up any sign or symptom. It'll give you
best $9 you'll ever spend.
Yeah, it'll give you all of the, oh my God, the words aren't coming to me, but it'll give you all of the options that you should use for oils and what to use and how to use it.
You can plug in symptoms and yeah, it'll tell you
so
what works the best. It is the best way to learn how to use your oils. I found super easy. They also have an animal desk reference. I know that there's a lot of talk about safety with animals and essential oils, so I just wanted to say that animals are very, very smart. If you diffuse in an open room, they know to leave the room if they don't like a smell of something. Just don't lock your animal in a room diffusing for like 4 days because that's not good. Make sure they have an open area. Yeah, don't leave your animal alone locked in a room for 4 days, regardless if you're
or
diffusing.
any member of your family.
Please don't do that. Let's use common sense. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So we've covered all the things. So the last thing is the little surprise I wanted to tell everybody. So if anyone wanted to, I'm going to show you my notes. If anyone wanted to get a starter kit tonight after watching this Facebook Live, I am going to offer to you an extra $10 credit to your account if you comment starter kit right now before this live is over. Then you can get another $10 credit on your account.
Can I get another starter kit?
So if you comment starter kit and you want one and you want to get started, and I mean, type it in and figure it out later, right?
It's the best decision that you will ever make, and I say that with confidence.
Yes, it is. It's the best. We have so much fun. Not only are you going to have oils in your home, but you're going to be part of an amazing community.
Yes.
And amazing people, guys.
That's the thing, is that Young Living covers, like, it's not just about, it's like health, relationships, it's like all the things to make your life
super fun,
super amazing. I want to shake people sometimes because I'm like, it's so great over here.
It's so good.
Come.
Okay, well, thank you so much for watching and spending your night with us. We love you all, and we hope that you enjoyed and learned. And we can't wait to see you all again. We are going to have these pretty frequently. So if you would like to invite somebody back to one of these, please feel free. And we can help you and your family learn more next time.
Soon we'll have a little baby here with us.
Yes.
And you can watch little baby on the camera.
Okay,
Thank
bye,
you guys.
everyone.